Israeli Defense Forces are continuing their raid on Gaza's largest hospital, leaving hundreds of patients, doctors, and caregivers stranded inside with no access to critical care. The situation inside Al-Shifa hospital, it is quickly deteriorating. The building is no longer operational. Doctors are pleading for resources, including electricity and fuel, to power incubators needed to keep dozens of premature babies alive.
Now, Israeli troops are inside Al-Shifa. They're searching for evidence that Hamas used the hospital as a shield to hide their tunnels underneath the facility. For many international organizations, the situation unfolding at the hospital is a small glimpse at the larger situation in Gaza. The World Health Organization says tens of thousands of Gazans are suffering from disease without access to clean water and waste management. But there is only one hospital left operating in the north to help those in need. Thousands have fled northern Gaza with little hope of finding relief.
NBC News foreign correspondent Raf Sanchez joins us from Tel Aviv with the latest on this. Hey, Raf, good morning. So you were inside Gaza this week alongside the Israeli military, making you the first of our correspondents who's actually seeing people inside Gaza, seeing civilians since the war started. Walk us through what you saw along these escape routes. What stood out to you?
So, Savannah, good morning. We headed to the eastern edge of Gaza City to see what Israel's military calls a humanitarian corridor. This is one of the main roads in Gaza for Palestinian civilians fleeing south on foot, trying to get away from the fighting in Gaza City. And it was a striking and a painful scene there. We saw little children with their hands above their heads, their parents clutching their ID cards, raising them in the air as Israeli forces looked on. We saw elderly people in wheelchairs, families carrying whatever they could as they headed south to an uncertain future. From Israel's military's perspective, they see this as proof of their commitment to protecting civilians, proof that their war is only against Hamas, not the people of Gaza, and they want to get those civilians to a safer place. But guys, for many Palestinians, this looks and feels like forced displacement. This is people who feel they have no choice but to leave their homes as Israel's military closes in around Gaza City, and they have no guarantee that they will be able to return to their homes afterwards. We asked Israel's military, will these people be able to go back? They weren't able to be definitive with us. There was also this chilling moment where Israeli troops were shouting into a bullhorn in Hebrew in case there were Israeli hostages who were being smuggled in that crowd of Palestinian civilians heading south. Those forces told us they had seen no sign of the hostages so far. Guys.
Some incredible details from your reporting there, Raf. Let's talk about something you weren't able to see firsthand, the Israeli raid of Al-Shifa hospital. So what more are we learning this morning about that? And have any international agencies been able to contact those who are trapped inside?
Yeah, Joe, so the Israeli military told me as of an hour ago their raid on Al-Shifa hospital is ongoing, confirming reports from Palestinian media earlier. Now, Israel has been saying for weeks Hamas has been operating out of this hospital. It's the largest medical facility inside of the Gaza Strip. Their troops went in, and now they are presenting what they say is evidence to the world of Hamas's activity. That evidence at this point is pretty sparse. They found a number of assault rifles, ammunition, grenades. They found some laptops and various pamphlets, literature, which they say belong to Hamas. Both Israel and the United States have said Hamas is operating tunnels and a command center underneath Al-Shifa hospital. We have not yet seen any sign of those tunnels, nor of any hostages. The Israeli military is saying, look, Hamas knew we were coming. They cleared out. They fled the area. But there is more evidence still to be found. But various human rights organizations, the World Health Organization, are saying, whatever the reality, whether Hamas is using this hospital or not, Israel has an obligation to keep the people inside safe. Guys.
Raf, quickly before we let you go, the United Nations Security Council, there was some news here yesterday. They passed their first resolution since the war broke out over a month ago, calling for extended humanitarian pauses in Gaza. Tell us about this vote and the likelihood of Israel complying.
So this is binding international law. It passed through the UN Security Council, but the world opinion that Israel really cares about is the United States. The U.S. did not vote for this resolution. It didn't use its powers to veto it either. So that is likely to be interpreted here in Israel as a sign that the U.S. wants to see more done on the humanitarian front, but it is deferring to Israel on the ground. And the consistent line from the Israeli government, from the Israeli military, has been there will be no long-term ceasefires without the release of the hostages. guys.
All right, Raf Sanchez, thank you very much. Great reporting.
Thanks for watching. Stay updated about breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or follow us on social media.